What's up guys, Matt with 86 Gaming. EasySMX is a company that's a budget-oriented company that started offering a lot of decent stuff in a good price range, and they're usually pretty right on point with what they offer. They offered me the opportunity to take a look at this EasySMX SA-807, and you may notice that it looks strikingly similar to one I reviewed not too long ago, which is the Sadie's B-Power. Something I'll say about that is that's an OEM design, but usually with these OEM designs, a company will pick something that looks good, that they want, that meets what they want it to do, and they'll kind of make their own modifications to it. There are differences. This is more of a memory foam pad, where the other one was a rubbery bounce back pad. It's got bigger, more circumaural earphones, it feels like. It just fits around the head a lot better, gets, well, around the head, around your ear a lot better, and it has a much more impressive range of sound, and it's like $2 or $3 more. So there was something to be considered with that. I wanted to do an impression test, and like a first impression, I put it on, and you can kind of see, but you know, for all you know, I'm just making it up. I'm not. I was actually surprised by these, and I was pretty entertained, because I didn't expect it to be better than the B-Power. I kind of expected it to be like, oh, well, here we go, just a rebranded product with your colors, your name, and your logo, and it sounded different. It felt better, it was a little more comfortable, and there's other things, like this inline control is different, and it's nice, it's discreet, and it has a clip on it. I love that. If you're going to do inline control, make sure that you have a clip. Easy volume control, things like that. Very happy with the way that they did that. It's pretty cool. We'll talk about a few things with it, so let's roll into it. Here's my reactions, and then we'll talk more about it. So anyways, when I put it on, I didn't really expect a good bassy sound, because I expected somewhat similar to the B-Power, the less bassy sound, and I was surprised. I turned on some different music, Thrift Shop, you know, Macklemore. I don't know if you've ever heard that song. It's a good way to kind of judge the range of sound as he kind of jumps between the bass and the high notes, and it's just something that, you know, I like that song too. When it came on the radio, I was like, ha, this is fun thrift shopping. Anyways, I'm talking a little bit about it. The microphone surprised me a lot too. It was a really decent microphone when I put it on to record it. So let's listen to some of that real quick, and you can hear how this microphone sounded when I was wearing it. Wow. Hello. So easily I compared this to the B-Power, but very clearly I'm looking at a lot better quality already, and that's pretty incredible, pretty amazing. I'm looking at how well it's picking me up while I'm doing this. You probably just saw me jamming out to a little bit of Macklemore here at Thrift Shop. And all I got to say is, hopefully this microphone sounds as good as I hope it does, because it looks like it's picking up really well, as far as I can tell, compared to the other ones. And we'll see what that sounds like, and you will too in this video. So far, I am super impressed with this. It's really hard to articulate just how good something is until you've actually tried it yourself. So if you're somebody that's just looking for a headset, maybe this is your color scheme, I'd probably recommend it just because it has a pretty decent range. Something I will say that their site advertises for it is the whole 3D sound experience. Well, no, it's a stereo headset, and you get left and right sound. You don't have like the 7.1 or the 5.1 virtual surround where you can hear bullet shots coming from the left corner across. You can feel that way in essence listening to it, but it's not quite the depth of sound and the range of sound in order to encompass all of that. Another thing that a lot of these smaller, more inexpensive headsets struggle with is when you're running three different things. Like say a video game, you got a stream going on one screen that you're watching for some tournament or something, and you're listening to music on top of your game with all that going on. A lot of stereo headsets will kind of have an issue translating that sound without distortion or static. I did not have that problem here, but I completely expected to. So it was nice to know that that was not something that I had to contend with, and I was really surprised by it. If you're also interested in using this in a controller, it's adaptable for the PS4 controller, and that's it as far as I know. It's adaptable for the PS4 controller. If you want to use it on a controller, you unplug the adapter that you're using on the PC, and then you'll use this 3-ring point right here and just plug right into it. When an auxiliary cable, a 3.5mm, has 3 rings, that usually indicates that it's good to operate the microphone as well as the sound output. So that's something to note. If you're wondering about that with a headset you have laying around, go look and see, do you see 3 rings? Because one of those rings is indicative of the microphone, and that's important. So if you don't have 3 rings, then you would need a separate adapter in order to make that work, if that even is applicable. But if you wanted to play on a controller, the cable is short enough to not be in the way. The inline can plug right in. You can mute the microphone with it. You can turn the volume up and down. And, you know, that's pretty much all she wrote with that. So that's pretty interesting to know. If you wanted to play with your PlayStation 4, this is a good headset option for that. And it just does have really good sound, even in games while you're playing it on the PlayStation 4. If you want to plug it into the PC, they have an adapter cable that you plug this 3-ring one in right here, and it splits it into the mic and the audio that you can plug into the back of the PC. It's long enough to reach, and that's awesome. I love the fact that it's long enough to reach and that you can just really kind of go to town with it. That way you can work your cable management however you want. You're not contending with a short cable. You don't have to use the front input output on the PC case in order just to have it there, because that's ugly. I don't like doing that myself. But anyways, guys, it is nice. I hope the microphone test told you a little bit about it, because nobody wants to be that guy that gets told, hey, stop talking, your microphone is awful, when you're using things like Ventrilo or TeamSpeaker Vox or Skype or any of those. Anyways, I hope this was somewhat helpful and informative. If you have any questions about it, post it down below. I was a little bit surprised because and that might be because I went in it with low expectations, expecting something more like the Beat Power. I just kind of felt like it was the same product, and then I tried it and I was like, it's not the same product. It sounds a lot better. The microphone works a lot better, and that's another thing too. The microphone, the arm on the microphone is a little bit more malleable than the other one. I'm able to kind of manipulate it better where I want it. Anyways, guys, I hope this was informative. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Check it out. It'll be in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video that I do. Have a great day, night, whatever it is.